My beloved child, pause for a moment. Take a breath, and let my words settle into the very core of your heart. You are not alone. Not in the quietest nights, not in the moments when fear tightens its grip on your soul, not even when you feel abandoned by everyone around you. I am here. Closer than your next breath. Closer than the thoughts swirling in your mind. I have not stepped away, I have drawn near. I see your struggle. I know the weight you've been carrying. You've tried to stay strong, to smile when it hurts, to press on even when you're tired of pretending. But I want you to know, you were never created to walk this road without me. I am your refuge. Your strength. Your shelter in the storm and your peace in the middle of chaos. I don't expect you to be perfect. I only long for you to come to me. Even now, as these words reach your ears, I am surrounding you. My arms are open wide, ready to hold you through the worry, through the doubt, through the pain that's too deep for words. You don't have to fix yourself before you come, just bring your weary heart. Do not let fear dictate your future. It lies. It tells you that you're failing, that your prayers are unheard, that you are unseen. But I, the Lord your God, see every tear, hear every unspoken prayer, and hold every shattered piece of your heart in my hands. You may feel like you're drowning in expectations, searching for answers, grasping for stability, anxiously checking your mailbox or your phone hoping for good news. But I want you to know something, miracles are already on their way. Hope is not lost. Your story is far from over. Before this week ends, you will see glimpses of my grace, doors opening, peace flowing, burdens lifting. But even before that happens, stop now and give thanks. Say it out loud. Thank you, God, for your faithfulness. Thank you for the blessings you've already given me. Let these words fill you with peace. Peace that the world can't offer, peace that only I can give. I am the one who carries you when your legs are too tired to take another step. I am the strength in your weakness, the calm in your storm, the voice whispering, you are still mine. You always have been. Stay close. Keep your heart open. This is only the beginning. I am with you, now and forever. There is something I need you to know, something that will bring light into the corners of your heart that have been shadowed for too long. You've carried this weight on your shoulders in silence, for days, maybe even for years. The pressure to hold everything together. The quiet fear that if you stop trying, even for a moment, everything will fall apart. But I want to whisper something to you now, you were never meant to carry this alone. You don't have to be strong for everyone. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to pretend you're okay when you're not. Let me be your strength. Let me carry what's been too heavy for your hands. That worry that keeps you up at night. That decision you don't know how to make. That pain you haven't shared with anyone. I already see it. I already know. And even more, I care deeply. I am not standing at a distance waiting for you to prove your worth. I'm beside you, right now, with arms open, asking you to give it all to me. That burden is not yours to bear. I didn't design your heart to live under the weight of fear, shame, or despair. Come as you are. Not polished. Not perfect. Not full of faith. Just present, honest, open, and willing to let go. Even when your faith feels small, even when your prayers are just whispers through tears, I hear them all. Not one word goes unnoticed. Not one moment of pain is wasted. I know the betrayal that still stings. I know the broken promises that made you doubt your worth. I know how you try to smile when you feel like falling apart. And I'm telling you, my beloved, this is the moment to release it all. Let your soul breathe. Let your heart be cradled in my care. Let my grace begin to wash over you, cleansing you from the inside out. Do not believe the lie that you are forgotten. You are not. You are the one I formed with purpose, the one I watch over day and night, the one I have called precious. This isn't the end for you. This is the turning point, the sacred beginning of healing, of rest, of renewed strength. Yes, the road ahead may still have challenges, but you will never again face them alone. I walk before you to make the way. I walk beside you to steady your pace. I walk behind you to guard what you can't see. And I dwell within you to give you peace. When you quiet your heart, you'll sense my presence, not as a distant echo, but as a steady, reassuring rhythm inside your spirit. That's me. I never left. I never will. So breathe again. Exhale the fear. Lean on me, not just for a moment, but every day. In stillness, in silence, in surrender, you will find me waiting with open arms. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are held, deeply, securely, eternally. Come closer, child. You don't need to hide anymore. Not your fears. Not your questions. Not even the parts of your story that feel too broken to speak aloud. I know them all, and I still choose you. There is no detail of your life that escapes my notice. Not a single sigh. Not a tear that falls when no one is around. I see it. I gather it. And I answer it, not always in the ways you expect, but always in love, and always on time. Let this truth settle in your spirit: I love you not for what you do, but because of who you are to me. Not for your performance. Not for your strength. Not for the prayers you get right or the moments your faith shines brightest. I love you because you are mine. There is nothing you have done that disqualifies you from my affection. No mistake that can override my mercy. No failure that can separate you from my embrace. Even when you feel unworthy, especially then, I want you to come close. You don't need to earn my attention. You already have it. I formed your heart with care. I placed eternity in your soul. You are not random, not forgotten, not a face in a crowd. You are a treasure to me, worth pursuing, worth healing, worth holding. Let go of the voice that tells you you're not enough. Let go of the guilt that whispers you're too far gone. Let go of the lie that says you have to fix yourself before you can come back. I never left. Even in your weakest hour, I stayed. When your hands trembled and your strength gave out, I carried you. When your thoughts swirled with anxiety, I spoke peace, even if you couldn't hear it at the time. Now, I'm inviting you deeper, not just into a moment of comfort, but into a lifestyle of communion. I want to walk with you in the ordinary moments, not just the ones that break you. I want to sit beside you in the stillness of morning, in the quiet of evening, in the in-between of everyday life. There is healing in my nearness. There is restoration in my presence. There is identity in my voice. So open the door again. Let me in. Not just to the good parts, but into the messy places, the wounds still healing, the memories still tender. I won't turn away. In fact, those are the very places where my light shines brightest. You were created for connection, and I am the one your soul has been aching for. Let this be the day you stop running. Let this be the day you find rest. You're not a burden to me. You're not too much. You're a beloved child. You're seen. You're cherished. Let my love be the foundation beneath your feet, unwavering, immovable, and eternal. This is where the healing begins. Not by striving. Not by proving. But by abiding, by simply being with me. There's more ahead, more than you've dared to imagine. But it starts here, in this holy pause, where your heart meets mine, and everything begins to change. Now that your heart has found rest in me, let me show you something new. There is a path ahead, not one of confusion or chaos, but a journey full of clarity, grace, and renewal. You don't have to see the whole road to begin. You just need to trust the one who walks it with you. I'm not calling you to race, to rush, or to perform. I'm calling you to walk, step by step, under the covering of my wisdom. Yes, there are decisions to make. Yes, there are dreams to pursue. But don't let the weight of what's ahead steal the joy of what's unfolding right now. You don't need to have it all figured out. You simply need to follow me. I've seen the thoughts you try to quiet. The what-ifs that press in when you lie awake at night. The fears that whisper, what if I take the wrong step? What if I miss what God is trying to show me? Hear me clearly, you won't miss it. Not with me as your guide. I'm not a God who plays games with your heart. I'm not leading you with riddles or withholding clarity to test you. My spirit is gentle but unmistakable. When you take time with me, when you pause long enough to listen, you will hear my voice. Sometimes it comes as peace. Other times, it feels like courage rising in your chest. Occasionally, it's a holy hesitation, a quiet pause before a step you're about to take. These are not random. They are me, walking with you. You may not see the entire map, but I hold every piece of it. I know what's around the corner. I see what you cannot. And in my love, I protect you from what you're not ready to carry yet. So stop striving to force what isn't meant to be open today. Rest in the knowledge that I open doors no one can shut, and I shut doors to guard your heart from harm. Trust the closure as much as you trust the breakthrough. There's a reason for every delay, a purpose behind every pause. While you're waiting, I'm working, orchestrating events, aligning hearts, and preparing provision that will arrive at just the right moment. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't missed your moment. Even in the silence, I've been speaking. Even in the detours, I've been leading. And now, I want you to walk forward with confidence, not because the road is smooth, but because my hand is holding yours. When fear rises, don't let it be the voice you follow. When anxiety builds, return to the quiet place where we meet. Let me remind you again and again that I am steady when everything else feels unstable. I am not only the one who knows the way, I am the way. There's no need to rush, and there's no need to panic. You are right on time. And the path I've prepared for you leads not just to blessing, but to purpose that brings joy, healing, and eternal fruit. So lift your eyes again. Take the next small step. And no, I'm not walking ahead of you in silence. I'm walking with you, whispering truth, pouring grace, and leading you forward, one faithful step at a time. Now that you've taken that step, trusting my hand, releasing the weight, I want you to look ahead with new eyes. You are not the same person who once felt lost in the fog of fear and confusion. You are being transformed. Every quiet moment you've spent with me, every time you chose to believe even when you couldn't see, every surrender, every whispered prayer, it has not been wasted. I've been building something inside you. Not just comfort. Not just healing. But resilience. Strength. Authority. You were created not to merely survive the storms, but to rise above them, clothed in the power of my spirit, walking in the fullness of who I've called you to be. You are not a victim of your past. You are not the labels that others placed on you. You are not defined by your lowest moment. You are redeemed. Chosen. Anointed. The same Spirit that raised my son from the grave, lives in you. It is not a distant hope or a poetic thought. It is a reality. A promise. A force moving within you, giving life to every dry place, breathing fire into dreams you thought had died. I have seen your battles. I've watched you fight silently while no one else noticed. I've heard the cries behind closed doors, the silent prayers beneath the weight of expectations. And now I declare, you will overcome. Not by willpower. Not by your own plans. But by my strength flowing through you. Victory is not some far-off wish, it is a certainty, anchored in my faithfulness. And even though the fight may not be over, you are no longer fighting alone. I surround you. I go before you. I defend what you cannot. Do not shrink back now. Do not let fear creep in through the cracks of uncertainty. Stand firm. Speak boldly. Love freely. You carry light within you, a light this world desperately needs. A peace that defies logic. A hope that points back to me. Let your life be a reflection of the one who rescued you, restored you, and called you worthy. When the enemy tries to remind you of your failures, remind him of the cross. When doubt whispers that you're not ready, lift your eyes to me, the one who equips the called. You are more than a conqueror because I already secured the victory. All that's left is for you to walk in it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is your time. To live boldly. To forgive deeply. To speak truth in love. To serve others with compassion and courage. You're not just here to get through life. You're here to shine, to lead, to uplift, to restore. You are my representative. My light bearer. My beloved. And the world is waiting to see what I will do through your surrendered heart. So rise today, not as someone who hopes God might show up, but as someone who knows I already have. The chapters ahead are filled with miracles. Not because you've earned them, but because I've promised them. And I keep every promise I make. Take my hand. We've only just begun.